All right, Sunday, ship's log. We've been at sea for a really long time. Don't know the date. What I do know is that the sun is slowly working at this big snow crater. Leave it to Mark to show me up. His ice chunks are way bigger. So I found a new outdoor job for myself. Decided to rake the pine needles. Looking good. But I don't know if you remember, but the last video, this was all covered in lots of snow. So as you can see, we're just gonna let that melt and form a river of mud right here, just like that. Okay, so I want to share something with y'all. First things first. Okay, so Mark's gone home. He actually cleaned all this up, and I thought it'd be helpful to try a go to see what he was doing. You know how it goes. I do like some like, and then Mark's like, and he does it all. So I usually do like 1/10 of the heavy lifting in dirty work. So I wanted to share with you that he spent all weekend taking out the ceiling. And one would think, just like the walls. I was like, yeah, the walls are doable. You know, it's hard work, but not doable. The ceiling, however, is a whole different bag of chips. You know how much I dislike spiders. I hate rodent feces and rodents in general. And I hate, like, urine smell. So for me, this is like torture. That and the taking the insulation down. The first thing you gotta do is like, alright, I'm gonna take down that piece, okay? And you can't just go at it. Like, you have to actually be strategic. So first you find a place, so you move the ladder, get nice up in here, and then you start to make incisions. See, I already started here. And you cut into this, you get nice little nasty black 40-year-old, God only knows what kind of particulates are in there, and they rain on you. Hence the reason why I got a full face mask. I just couldn't take it. So the camera, of course, doesn't pick it up. Maybe you can see like all that dust that falls out. So then once you cut and readjust your ladder and you make your lines, then you start going away piece by piece and pulling it off piece by piece and throwing it into that big there pile. Every time I pull down one of those pieces, I just like, in my head, I'm just like, please don't be a dead rat, please don't be a dead squirrel. And that's what goes on in my head. Now let's make this very clear. I've done 2, going on 3 of those panels. And Mark has done, he's probably done like 20. And I'm crying, I'm like, my hand hurts. There's poo up there. Puts things in perspective. Makes you appreciate husbands that are willing to get dirty. I overcame my fear of pulling insulation out of the ceiling. I didn't do much. This goes back to the 8/10 rule. I did like a couple of beans. Oh my God, we're so close, yet so far away. That's it, Sunday's over. At least the snow has melted. All right, that's it. That's another week down. You're supposed to leave that for me. We're gonna do a dump run, all right? Ugh. Say hi to Lyle, your biggest fan. Lyle loves Mark when he wears the flannel. Today's the first day it actually feels like spring. So nice. Gonna take you to the back over here and show you. My ice glacier is almost gone. We're down to the end of the ice glacier, which is nice. I honestly don't know how many dump runs we've done already. Who would have thought that there'd be this much waste that comes out of a 500 square foot empty trailer? But we've done quite a few truckloads and we're almost there. So hey Locke, this is to answer your question about the insulation. This is the insulation that came out of the ceiling. Pretty gross. I'm really looking forward to replacing it. And then finally that pee smell will get out of my life. Okay kids, so the moral of the story is don't buy couches that are crappy, because then they end up in the landfill. All right, here we are. Down to the last bits of screws, insulation scraps, and the black cardboard of doom. That stuff right there sucks ass. What are we up to today?
Cleaning out the underneath.
Ugh, the joyous occasion.
Oh yeah.
So we're approaching the end of April. Our glacier is completely gone, fully melted. Backyard looks fantastic. Ready for mulch. Ah, that's not fun. Oh, we just arrived at the property and we show up and we see Mark's truck with his rope. And then I'm like, what in the world is he doing? And then I was like, oh yeah, Mark didn't like the fact that the tree was like, meh. So now he's trying to make the tree straight. Yeah, and I was all excited about our little garden here that we made, and I just realized some animal dug up my bulb. How rude. So, Mark has a little project that's ongoing. It's literally the world's worst project on the planet, but when it's done, we'll all be better because of it. Now, the same stuff that's in the ceiling in the trailer is also in the skirt of the bottom of the trailer, and it absolutely sucks. So here's some of it. That's what it looks like. As you can see, they make these nests. Pequeño bastardos. Mark's entered a whole new level of shit. Oh, lucky guy. So you want to get a mobile home trailer, huh? What's cool, however, looking on the bright side, is now when one walks into the trailer, one is not overcome by the smell of pee. You get a little bit of rotten wood smell, kind of like that old musty, dusty, smells a little bit like dirt, a little bit like wood, but it doesn't smell like pee anymore. And what I did notice was when I was pulling down the insulation, and by me, I only did a very small portion. Mark did most of it. Yeah. Claiming it. I took down all this insulation. I did an amazing job. But no, when I pulled down the roof, I smelled the pee through my mask, and that's when I knew that was the source.
Duct out.
Out.
It's so hard to do.
Oh. Goddamn
There's like
duct. There's a lot of things in this trailer that are really hard to get to. The list is endless.
this stuff right
But
here is really
that's the
good.
duct.
This is
Did you see yesterday when I pulled the paper off, the paper was actually holding that all together, and it just went psh.
no, it's fine.
Yeah. That's where the stove was, in case you're wondering what's the story with like the burning marks. So yesterday was Saturday, it was supposed to be Fishmas, but that got postponed. So instead, It's chore Sunday. Aw. Mark, he hurt himself.
Yeah.
Changing out the window. So here's another fun thing. So yesterday, in between all the skirt, Mark taking his skirt off, he fixed the window. Bring.
It was open, and I went to stand up here and, lift up, and that's how I frickin'...
I think the key is to wear a hat, because I almost hit my head on that corner of that, the trim, and I would have cut my head open for sure. What a pleasant surprise. Ask and you shall receive. The tree company had a hazard tree, and they had to do an emergency mulching, and called them up and said, hey, we got a home for your mulch. Le snow has melted. Oh, where are my manners? What day is it today? Oh, it's Monday. We've been at sea for many days. Mark has an injury on his head. And Kern is doing his homework. And Mark's straight tree. I mean, look at what a day. Gorgeous. Oh, no. It's all wrong. The color just doesn't match. Yeah. Send it back. Doesn't match. See? The shade is wrong. The smell of pine. Tuesday. Someday in April. April is almost over. And what a difference. Look at that guy. He's 9 now. Hello? God, smells so good in here. It smells like pine trees. Compared to what it has been smelling like. That's our pine tree air freshener pile. Ramblings of a madman. It's him, he's crazy.
So you can film this too.
Oh, can I?
It's clean. You
Oh,
get spider webs or
okay.
anything like that, so.
Ew. Mark knows I have a fear of arachnids and insulation
So
and
you
rat
can put
feces.
your knees on here.
Okay, yep. Okay. Oh, hello. Yeah, no, looks great. So clean.
So that's a drain for the old sink because look at how the strapping is. Like that's original.
Okay.
And see how it's got blocks, so it goes at an angle. So it starts high, it goes down, and they add blocks down there.
Okay.
And you can't really see it, but no. But anyways, I gotta take that out.
Okay, this looks incredible. You did
Yeah.
such a good job.
I know.
You did it with such speed. Let me
So
just
that's
remind
our
you.
gas pipe right there.
Yeah, so
That's
just
the propane pipe.
yeah, just a reminder. It looked way worse than that even. Mark is like the biggest hero ever. I'm gonna end up taking up all the credit, so I'll shoot like a little thing afterwards. I'll be like, oh, I'm underneath the trailer and I'm working so hard.
So the reason
Took
why
it
I
all
wanted you
down.
to come underneath here and
Just kidding. Seriously though, I mean, hello, look how good it looks under here. I am not the type of person to lay underneath a trailer that is arguably 50 to 60 years old. What is my point? My point is that one, it looks amazingly good under here. We were actually seriously concerned because you've seen the rest of the trailer. It's been like, worrisome. There's been some spots where we're like, it's gonna be tough. So the fact that it's all clean under here is a huge relief. You have a couple places of rot, like right there in the vent and also underneath the bathtub, but phenomenal. I mean, I am thrilled. The other thing is that I'm not one of those people that's like, oh yeah, just get under a bunch of spiders and insulation and do that. But I'm laying down here. So the point is that he did a great job making it so clean.
blaming it again, huh?
I know. Crawling out. Leaving the trailer. Leaving the under.
So
Yep. I've been working so hard under this trailer. Okay. Oh, I probably shouldn't leave the camera. That's right, you guys. I'm amazing. Just been working my tail off over here. It's less dusty and it smells like Christmas.
yeah, it smells so good.
It smells so good. All this mulch. Okay, sorry. Build a box.
Build a box. like really good ones.
Oh, they're so gnarly. Oh, I hate you so much. See? Cut to the scene where Rima's working super hard, taking down underneath the trailer. You guys should feel really sorry for me because they've been working so hard. And Mark barely does anything.